Hello, Internet of People. Remember how I said I wasn't going to play MechWarrior 5? Well, I'm playing MechWarrior 5. But I'm not alone this time. I have somebody with me. And that's why I'm playing again. I've got this co-op thing figured out. And they're actually hosting this. I'm just backing them up. So... Alright. That sounds like it's going to be rough. Oh, it's the AC-10 version of the Hunchback. What they call the Swayback. The Swayback. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, it's got 4 lasers instead of 2. And the AC-10 has more range. Oh, that AC-20 slaps, man. The standard Shadowhawk, I've got some good practice time with that. I'm not a fan of the Jenner. Quick Draw I don't think I've run, but we'll probably... I know they overheat fast. Yeah, they're not bad, and I would prefer to have the large lasers so you don't have to worry about ammo cook-off. But I always felt like it was a little undergunned. At least the turn-based game, I love the Phoenix Hawk. I haven't used it in this game. Yeah, they're all in the arms. They're you can disarm them. Yeah, it's basically the commando on steroids. I was working on Halo Infinite earlier today. Yeah. I like the faster. I'm playing on heroic. I like the faster time to kill. That was always like, especially in Halo 3, it would take like 2 mags. One mag, you'd have to dump one mag to break an elite's shields, and you have to dump another magazine to kill him with a regular assault rifle. It took forever. And I like how everything feels more weighty, if you know what I mean. I just got to the part where they killed the Oracle and unleashed whatever the flying monkeys and the Harbinger. So I just met Harbinger and she knocked me out the door. And that's where I stopped. At least the problem that I've been running into with my solo campaign play is I'm still early in, so I've got 1 medium mech and 1 scout mech, and okay, yeah, so I've got the Centurion and the Javelin, and then I've got the 1 NPC guy with the Jenner, and that's it. And they keep throwing the AC-10 urban mechs, like they're like every other mech is an urban mech, and me playing a light mech, I cannot stand and fight with that AC-10, but because I'm working on an objective, I have to go crush this building or whatever. The urban mech just stands there and defends it. I can't kite them. No, I've. So just like the turn-based game, it's just a race to whoever's heaviest. It's a shame because of my experiences with the tabletop game, I love playing the fast, light, annoying mech. Like I have a hopped up locust with 2 medium lasers and 2 machine guns, and I love that thing. It's like my dream ride. I don't know why. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but I hate grasshoppers. Like on paper, it's a decent mech. I can't stand them. Like, either me using it or seeing another one on the enemy team. I'm like, nope, fuck that guy. We have to kill him. No. Yeah, if you're careful with the heat management, those'll do it. Yeah, all right, it's you're set, man. You need a fancy paint job and a scary nickname for your pilot because that mech will take you places. Yeah, the in the turn-based BattleTech game, I would usually use the Phoenix Hawk, and then I have one that I've upgraded. I swapped out the regular large laser with a Clan ER large laser that I got from some salvage or black market or something somewhere, and I you take advantage of its jump jets and just bounce all over and snipe with that thing, and because of the new DLC and updates, and the way I have a mod so that evasion is cumulative. So you just have ridiculous evasion and no one can ever hit you. It is my glass cannon. But the speed, and then because I've got the pilot skill, so like I can move and shoot, or I can shoot and move. So, I can jump in from way far away, do a bunch of damage, and then it's my turn, and I do a bunch of damage and jump way back out. And, because of my evasion, they can't hit me. So as long as I stay out of melee range, like... And that's how I played the tabletop, too. Like, I loved being that... The guy that made everybody angry. Yeah, with the Gauss rifle. I always gave that to my first officer. Yeah, so on my I replayed through that campaign multiple times, but on my favorite, I ended up with 3 Highlanders. So the other two were the more regular, PPC carrying versions, not the Gauss rifle, but that still had 3 LRM-20s. And then I would pilot an Atlas. So then, I had the 3 Highlanders with PPCs and LRM-20s, and they'd shoot everything up, while my big slow Atlas got within punching range, and I just wasted things. You know, I I had good luck with the Awesome. I loved running the Awesome in the instant action. Yeah, I played several of those just because, I played through the first 2 or 3 campaign missions and it was just getting impossibly hard. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, is it just a steep learning curve? What did I mess up? So I played through a good 10, 15 of those instant action missions, and that's when I kind of came to the conclusion, maybe I suck, maybe the NPC sucks, but I don't see, a way to do this single player. So that's why I held off until we can do this co-op thing. So I'm ready to launch whenever you are. Yeah, no, I got that. That's why I was like, this sounds sketch. Like, we're going to be... I foresee we're going to be put in some very tough spots that will make us angry. Yeah. Do do the NPCs get better? Like, if I level up my pilots? Okay. Okay, because there was one time I had, my NPC was injured, so I waited a long time so that he was not, so that he'd heal, and then we got our shit rocked, so I reloaded the save, and instead of me running the Centurion and giving him the Locust, I ran the Locust because I know how to not get shot and gave him the Centurion, and it went even worse that way. I did more damage in the Locust than I did in the Centurion. The same for the Shadowhawk. I mean, yeah, I've had better luck with the Shadowhawk too, but I meant for the Jack of all trades part. I mean, it has an autocannon 5, an LRM 5, an SRM 2, a medium laser. A little bit of everything, but not much punch for anything. Yeah, I know. I mean, now that, like, if we're playing tabletop, that's a good job. Like, damn, all expenses paid trip? Hell yeah. That's that's how you get the Federated Commonwealth, and then later the FedCom Civil War, which is what I wrote Spaceman and Rabbit is during the FedCom Civil War. Although it's been a while since I wrote those, I don't remember if which side they were on. I want to say they were Davian and they were the hunting Steiner guys. I don't remember. Well, you're the company head. What mech do you want me to pilot? I'm gonna say not the quick draw, not the Jenner, but I'm down with anything else. Okay, I don't know how it's gonna work between the two of us because like I'm still just looking at the screen with the mechs in the hangar. I don't have the option. Okay, yeah, I see your selected salvage payout. Yeah, I can roll the hunchback. Well, it is the heaviest. Say they're kind of fast. They're gonna run real hot though. You got 6 medium lasers. Oh, and you've got the SRM version. The version that I thought was standard has an LRM 5 instead of the SRM 4. But yeah. But it's not all in one spot. Since when did I aim well? Yeah, I'm assuming. Okay, there we go. I had to cycle through all like 5 or 6 pages, whatever, of the missions. Yeah, all the stuff you read. But it was weird. Like I didn't have that tab until after we already got here, and you were already reading it. That's why I didn't interrupt you. Yeah, I wasn't until after we did the jump. Okay. Let's see how they group the weapons here. Uh-oh, my push to talk button shoots the small laser. Davion. I've never heard it pronounced that way. That made me cringe a little bit. Yeah, I've always heard it Davian. We've got contacts south. There's a scout mech and a couple of tanks over on this side, too. I've got a Panther. I got the Panther down. Alright, I've killed 2 tanks that were over here with the Panther. I'm headed your way, but I'm running hot. I've got more stuff on the scope to the west. Yeah, I'm on the Griffin. Tanks down. Helicopters inbound. Yeah, I'll leave that for you. I'm after the helicopters. I got a little hot. Choppers are dead. There's a locust. There's somebody inside the compound. It's a hunchback with the AC-20. I'm going after this trebuchet. He's got all those LRMs. Got the arms on the trebuchet. Trebuchet's dead. There's a locust still south. Just because we've got so many friendlies with us, like, they haven't shot at me at all. And there's a medium over here. It's Phoenix Hawk. Choppers. I see him. Yeah, I'm not far from their flight path either. I'm on the locust, maybe. I know he's squirmy. I got good hits on him. The Phoenix Hawk wanted to get in a punch fight. He's disengaging. I'm too hot to keep chasing him. He's center's bad. There we go. No, I hit him too, so I guess that's 10 lasers. I was doing fine until that guy wanted to get into punching range. I'm a little beat up. Well, it is a scout mech. Yeah, he did his job. And I got credit for the blackjack, the locust, and the spider. Yeah. You're the boss, ain't you? Yeah, you do have one arm. That's pretty bad. So now we gotta fix stuff. And figure out what order stuff needs repaired in. Yeah, but, it's... some stuff is going to get done faster than others. You got to prioritize it still, don't you? Which leaves us the Wolverine, the Guntaro, the Phoenix Hawk, and the Blackjack for whatever's next. Yeah, and 12 and 13 days for the Hunchback and Shadowhawk isn't that long. And, yeah, I would say a week for the game time, that's nothing. It's a good thing he wasn't running an XL core. Yeah, I can look at it. Beating uncoordinated highborn. So I guess for the community's interest. If I've learned anything from my years fighting these highborns, it's that when faced with the adversity, they tend to vastly overcompensate for their failures. Next time we face them, they will most likely pool all remaining forces together to beat us back now that we have the superior numbers on them. By kicking their ass... looking at the guy standing there, Richard Westrick, I'm assuming. I don't know what gun it is he has strapped to his chest, but I want it. Exactly. Yeah. I want to know how it works. Is that blowback? Is it an SMG? Is it a full on assault rifle? Like, is it just a chop down FAMAS? Or is it a P90? Alright, anyway, continuing on. Those are serious business. I might say just one and keep doing salvage, at least in the with my experience in the turn-based and tabletop games. Like, take any and all salvage you can get, because it'll keep you running and you can sell it when you need money. And yeah. I'm not sure. I think I might just stick with the Kintaro. That's a little more requires a little less finesse. Yeah, you just gotta be careful with the heat. Hopefully the AI is better at using jump jets than I am. Yeah, I've had a couple awkward, like, I'm trying to go up a hill, and I don't know if I didn't have enough forward momentum to begin with when I started the jump, or something along those lines. All right, I'm gonna change something in my Discord settings real quick. I guess I don't have time for that. So my problem right now is my push to talk button is whatever the number 3 bind is. And I don't want to fire off 12 SRMs every time I try and talk to my buddy here. His screen name is Teabags. It was actually my brother. Not that I tried to rope him into this. He did it all of his own volition, and that's why I'm backing him up. That's him right there in the blackjack. So once this mission is over, I'm going to go ahead and change my settings in Discord to turn off the push to talk. So that I don't keep having this problem in the future. I agree. VTOLs. So my push to talk button is slaved to my SRM launchers. So I'm going... My bad. Yes, I just shot him in the back. It's a panther. I killed the panther. Sorry, I had to cool down. Spider's down. All right, the NPCs are following you, so I'm last in line, but I'm coming. There's 2 Centurions following me. We gotta stay moving. All right, now that that's over, I'm going to change my Discord settings so that I don't shoot a dozen missiles every time I hit my push to talk. Okay. Is this working on voice activity now? All right, we're good to go. Cicada, panther, another spider. Oof, yeah, he did. Wolverine's not in good shape, but yeah, no, that assault mech. I hit him with a boatload of SRMs, and then I was like 98% on the heat scale. I had to take a step back, and then I came back in, hit him with a couple more salvos. I actually overheated, and then that's when he turned and started shooting at you. So I was like, thank God for not shooting me while I'm disabled. I wonder. I want like how much damage dealt. We need to kill 2 more VTOLs. Of each kind. I've never actually heard of those. Yeah. I've got a cicada with a blacked out CT. That's going to do us great. That's an excellent idea. I don't know why cicadas exist. Well, because it's as fast as a locust, but it's twice the weight. And so in order to get that much speed in a mech that heavy, it doesn't have any more armor or weapons than a locust. So I don't know what the point of it is either. Those are both solid rides. No, I'd look at the travel time and see how many things we can get fixed during the travel time, and then choose based on that. Everything. Which is always, my concern playing this game versus others. It's impossible to get out unscathed. 2 months for the Phoenix Hawk, jeez. And, a month for the Jenner. See what I was saying about those NPCs? Getting your mechs all shot up? As the engineer / technician / aviation mechanic, whatever I am, I would love to turn wrenches on a battle mech. Like, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. It'd be like working on a tank, but cooler. I've got a 3D print running, and it's been going 6.5 hours. So far, it's looking really good, but it's got one part that's really tall and skinny, and I'm worried about it having enough base adhesion that it stays, it stays bound to the base for the whole duration of the print. It's only 2/3 of the way done. I'm worried that 3/4 of the way through the print, it's going to tip over or something. Which I guess for this purpose, because I'm making a prototype of the thing, for this purpose it would probably still work. I would just have a slightly shorter, so long as that spring that I got can compress enough to fit in it. Okay. That's not necessarily a bad idea to go for that first, just because then we'll get paid again sooner. Ooh. That's a bit long. So, that is a thing that I like to think about. You don't really get a feel for it playing the game, and it's not often, at least for the 3 or 4 BattleTech paperbacks that I've read, I don't feel it's portrayed correctly. So they just had 2 back-to-back missions, right? Like at most 2 days of intense, sweaty fighting, and now they've got 3 months in zero gravity. No. I'm okay with that. And like I was saying, this is your company. I'm your first officer. I was just thinking of that from like a writer's lore perspective. You'd have to have that would have a toll on the crew, on the characters. And when you do have work, that they could have been running 36 hours, no sleep, no food, dehydrated as hell in those super hot cockpits on some planet with a name they can't pronounce, and the natives speak a language they don't know, and they're just there to blow shit up. Like, that's a hard card, a hard hand of cards to be dealt. But at the same time, like, it's a job. Those guys are badass. Kind of like, those Alaskan, offshore fishermen. That is a rough job, but those dudes are badass at the same time. Like, I'm glad I'm not doing that job. They they deserve every dollar they get. Well, at least from my understanding, they get paid good, but they only get paid like when they're out on the boat. So, you spend 6 months and you make 150 grand in 6 months. But then you've got, 6 months to live when you don't get paid because it's not the fishing season. So, we've still only got 3 active mechs. Yeah, the Hunchback, the Shadowhawk, and the Quick Draw are fixed. There's a week on the Kintaro. So I don't know if you want to... Yeah, I was going to say, you just want to chill in orbit for a week. Drink that rot gut that so-and-so's brewing in the back room of the tech lounge. Call that jungle juice. Not that I've been to those kinds of parties. I'm not a party person. I literally never went to a college party. Granted, I did 136 credits in 5 semesters. I never had time. But I've heard stories of, you get like 20, 30 people invited to a party. Ooh, my Nerf gun looks weird with my LED lights. Like, the blue is almost black, but the orange is just iridescent. Sorry, I got distracted. So you get like 25, 30 people show up to this party, and there's a big, like, sometimes it's literally just like a 5-gallon bucket from Ace Hardware. And everybody has to bring a bottle of something. And you pour that into the bucket. And then whatever you're drinking at the party, you just get your red Solo cup and take a scoop out of whatever's in the bucket. So who knows, what cheap, nasty vodka or, 80-year-old bourbon that, somebody found in their dad's cupboard that's, boutique stuff out of production. That will get you messed up. Oh yeah, you're not even old enough to drink yet. Right. Let me know if you want me to start stocking stuff up for you when you do turn 21. Devin would love to. Our grandfather would love to take you to Vegas. Me neither. I spent like 19 up until my 21st birthday. I spent convincing him not to take me to Vegas for my 21st birthday because that doesn't excite me. I would rather do what we're doing right now. Like, I've never been to a club. Yeah, right? And then there's people. I used to be like that, but I am now to a lesser extent. Are you waiting on me for the mission? Yeah. Yeah, I'm done. $16. um, I used to be like that, but I'm less so now. My problem is more with the number of people. Like, I enjoy talking to people and learning and teaching, but I want to have, one-on-one deep, conversations like we're having right now. So if you've got 5 or 10 people in a room, you can't engage with them. You know, yes, you can't. On, I need individual engagement. All right. Sorry. I was busy gesturing because I still talk with my hands. I remember once when I was in high school, we were in the library, and I was looking for something. So I gestured, I'm looking for a big book, and I spread my hands out wide, and this girl was walking past, so I just backhanded her in the face at the same time because I was talking. Oh. It's so weird watching you and Carl grow up. Like, I remember running around in the yard with, both of us with plastic rifles and you still wearing diapers. Being frustrated because I was trying to be like, let's see, I'm going to try and cut through this pipeline. I don't know why this scorpion is hiding behind the hill, so I can't shoot him. I gotta come all the way up here on him. Now there's a turret over here too. I feel like earlier when we were talking about jack of all trades, or jack of all trades mechs like the Centurion or the Falcon Hawk, I feel like, those would be great for equipping an army, like frontline troops, but like and personally, I like specialized mechs. Like, I love the Archer with the 2 LRM-20s and 4 medium lasers. Yeah, I saw him. We're out of range. Yeah. Oh, there's another mech up here. It's another urban mech. He's jumping. There he goes. That is one thing I do like about this game, where, if they're damaged, they'll eject and not turn into zombies. Yeah, they will fight to the last structure point. This is almost a cakewalk with two of us. Yeah. I saw it, but because I'm behind you, I wasn't able to get, guns on it. So what are we doing? Oh, like, what's the objective of the mission? Okay, that's easy enough. There's a locust. With LRMs incoming. Ow. If anyone's got... Catch. Ah, I barely missed. Is somebody behind us? Oh, that other urban mech caught up. There he goes. See, I don't know why he even bothered engaging us. And it's not like he had any weight advantage. Yeah. So I don't... Yeah. Like, if he had the ability, depending on the terrain and the engagement, like, he could stay at range and use his autocannon and LRM-5 and beat you up that way. Yeah. So I think that's another flaw in the AI. Like... Right. I mean, if they had, their lance of mechs, because they had that Locust, 2 urban mechs, and the Shadowhawk. Like, if the 4 of them came of us at once, and then they had that, 2 company of tanks back them up, as a second wave, then we would have been in a serious problem. Right. Which, I guess in this instance makes sense because we were attacking, multiple locations in one area. And, you had to give that MechWarrior time to put his coffee down, put his boots on, get his helmet on, get in his mech, power it up. Oh, and we got an urban mech. Yeah, no. I encourage you to do that. Yeah. It's such a meme. Yeah. Yes, it is. But for a budget garrison unit, they'd be all right. You know, yeah, and it's an autocannon. That's cheap. Ammo's cheap. And being a smallish mech, it's cheap. It's not fast, but if you're defending a point, you don't need to be fast. So it's not a useless machine. It just has kind of a narrow use case. Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest, since I've, already run it and I know the key binding for the launchers now. Because it's got 3 SRM6s, but it's got them in 2 different bindings. Like, so I have to hit 2 buttons to shoot all 3 launchers. It says you're still refitting the Jenner, so you have to wait. Oh, that's the problem with the guy piloting the Jenner. His name is Murphy. Yeah. Okay, I can't change my avatar. I was looking at the thing like, can I have a different pilot? And I was looking at the other ones, and I realized those were the NPCs. Like, I almost took myself out of the drop. I bet a multiplayer, like 4-on-4 with 8 players, running, running coordinated with comms. That would be great. Yeah. Right. Like, yes. So that was one of the rants that I had in one of the episodes. Was I want a first-person MechWarrior game like this, that to a T and a dot on the I and the little heart-shaped period matched the rules for the pen and paper game. For damage and range and heat and reload times. Right. And then also included all the mechs and all the tanks, all, however many thousand designs that is. Because variety is the spice of life. And that would tickle me endlessly. Okay. And you're in the Wolverine? I thought you hated that. Yeah. And jump jets. Yeah, he doesn't like my lasers. Alright, I'm going to come around the other side of this rock, try and pick off those tanks, give me time to cool off. 18 Yeah, I'll say with 18 SRM tubes, it gets hot fast. Partisan down. Yeah. The AC-2 is dead. So we need to kill the satellite dish. Oh, an urban mech with the AC-20. Thing I have my trusty LRM-5. Like there's a meme that just personifies the urban mech. There's a spider. Yep. The guy's like, I only pilot scout mechs, but I only use AC-20s.
Mom says it's good.
You didn't have to bring it to me.
You too.
But thank you. Alright, I'm just peppering the urban with my LRM-5. Yeah, he's right here on top of me. That urban's real close. Oh, goodness. He missed. Somebody hit me in the head. I've got cockpit damage. I've got some salvage for you. I took a hit in the cockpit. I'm still alive, but I don't know when that happened. Turret dead. I wonder if that's going to give me an injury. Alright, I'm up on the ridge. There's a turret, more salvage. The one thing I do agree with for MechWarrior Online is the tapering off laser damage with range. Like, that's how lasers actually work. There's another Panther. There's another turret destroyed. Multiple tanks. Dropship. Oh, it's landing behind us. No, they're... Okay. Alright, Shadowhawk is down, but I'm super hot. But I love having 18 and SRM tubes, just a giant shotgun. Yeah. I don't... I don't know where he is. Okay, I heard the cannon. He's down. Got multiple scorpions. Yeah, I'm... Commando. Except for my cockpit, I don't have any armor breaches yet, but it is getting kind of thin. I feel like there's too much ammo. Like, you don't have to manage your ammo as carefully. Oh, the Vindicator just hit me with the PPC. He's behind you. There, I got him. I couldn't shoot because I would have shut down. I'm still at 80% heat. Now, well, per the tabletop game, you should have like the Hunchback with the AC-10 should have 20 rounds, and the Hunchback with the AC-20 should only have 10 rounds. A chemical laser? So what's the point? The only thing I could think of is that, like, an autocannon 5, for example, is heavy. It weighs 8 tons. Plus, then you have to have another ton for ammo. But if you have just a machine gun, like, you're not going to have any range. But if you need a direct fire weapon and not an SRM or an LRM... How bad is the damage? Yeah, because I took a hit in the head. Yeah, I wonder, did, like, my character take an injury? Okay. Or it's a chance thing. You know, in the tabletop game, you have. I think that's my biggest complaint about the tabletop is everything is done with D6 dice. I went and bought. I went and bought several sets of D10s, and then I found out I didn't need them, and I'm still salty about it. I wrote my own set of rules to run the game with a pair of D10s instead of a pair of D6s. Well, because then it's a 10, right? It's much easier to do a percentage. 90%, 70%, so on. Yeah. Garrison duty is supposed to be time consuming. Yeah, I know, but I'm starting to sound like a broken record here. In the tabletop game, yeah, you're like right. So that's going to take up 6 months, a year, 2 years, however long you're contracted to garrison that position. Yeah. All right. Well, like you mentioned, we did just do a couple of raids, so maybe we need to do something else. Get a little variety in there. Well, they're freaking huge. I assumed that they did, and they just didn't bother animating them because they're on tethers like a half a kilometer behind the ship. Because it's a giant ring that's like, that the sail itself is like half a kilometer in diameter. And they're huge and delicate, so you have to keep them away from the radiation and whatnot from the ship. And that is why the jump ship jumps in and out, way out at the edge of the solar system, and then you have days or weeks riding in your jump ship to the planet. Because if you're any closer to the gravity, it's going to pull that massive solar sail apart just from the gravity of the star. Yeah, I'm back at the main menu. All right. Now, realistically speaking, a battle mech is stupid. Right. Or, like, my other biggest complaint is there's no rule, there's nothing, there's no guided missiles. Right. The Phoenix. The Hellfire. Or right? Or you just have like a global hawk drone that spots you, and then the ship she blasts you from over the horizon. So what are they replacing them with? I don't know. I can only talk about the prototype stuff that I'm working on. I haven't signed anything. So I don't know. I will gladly tell you personally, but I'm not going to discuss that in a YouTube video. Yeah, I remember you mentioned that. Right. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, and I don't have any new news other than what I've already told you about the prototype that we're working on. So, all right. No, I'm good with the Kintaro. Unless you want me to do something else. But if you've got the tonnage worked out, then the tonnage is worked out. Meh. So, I know I already gave you a rough idea of what it is we're working on. So, I guess it's moving to the second stage. That, like, their proof of concept passed. And so now we're entering limited production to have a test batch. So we're making enough for 150-ish. But there's 6 in each unit, so we have to make a lot of cables. Helicopter. Alright. Who's lasering us? There we go. No, there's the whole lance right there. Ah, why can't I move? Alright, the blackjack is finally dead. Alright, I'm going after the one behind us. It's a Vulcan. The AC-2, couple medium lasers. Oh, I have an ammo explosion. I'm out of SRMs. I'm down to... I lost my arm. Right arm is gone. Yep, I'm reversing. Alright, I have one SRM-6, one medium laser, one LRM-5. And here's a fire starter. Yep, now I lost my torso, not just the arm. I legged that fire starter. Yeah, alright. You guys deal with the mechs. I'll get inside the base and hurt stuff. I've lost all CT armor. There's a locust here. There's and an LRM carrier outside the facility. Yeah, he's on me. I'm trying to lead him out. Oh, I just took another big hit. Killing VTOLs, though. I'm super bad. There's another Vulcan. There's two more mechs. Yeah, I'm... There's another trebuchet. Yeah, he's in the compound with me. Alright, I got the LRM carrier. I'm dead. The trebuchet got me. Well, the blackjack still seems to be in decent shape. But that's about it. Now, I think he's missing a leg. I don't know. He can't hit squat. What is he doing? Yeah, the SRM2 is going to do so much good. Yeah, feels like it. Well, that's that. Yeah. Probably give us a mission failed, won't it? Or can we go off of a save? Alright. I'm going to take my plate to the kitchen real quick. Alright. Yep. Sorry, I heard it was talking, so I came back. Joys of wireless headset. I was in the kitchen. Yeah. VTOLs. Yeah, I can, like, my squad leader, wanted to kick in and yell at him. There's a Panther. There's another. Blackjack. I can talk. Alright, I'm gonna get off the X so you can drop the second one. Okay. I'm on the trebuchet. Yep, I'm off the target. My CT's already out of armor. I lost an arm. Alright, he's down. He's down. Alright, we're out of airstrikes. We still got 60% on the target. I'm going to try the same strategy again. Just get in there and smash. Freaking spider. I've got this trebuchet on the edge. He's down. Point blank. SRMs to the face. Spider's still being an asshole. Now this Raven's ECMing the crap out of me. Raven's down. There's something. There's probably a couple little buildings in a corner somewhere that we're missing. Yeah, okay, I see something. I've got another ammo explosion. I don't know if I'm going to survive. Oh, gosh. There's a couple antennas I walked through over here. I've lost one torso and both arms. I still have 12 tubes and plenty ammo. But no armor. Still have both legs. Yeah. Okay. was, I don't know if it was an SRM or an LRM carrier, but I killed it. There's a turret down. I'm going as fast as I can. We're going to take some repairs. It's going to be a while. Alright, I'm in the ring. Yeah. Brutal. Alright, I got another complaint to throw out there. We have a Leopard dropship. It's got 6 bays. How the heck are we carrying 8 mechs? I know. That's literally double what a Leopard can carry. Oh, we lost the blackjack. You're in the best shape out of everybody. Yeah, I just kept having... ammo cook-off. Which... Yeah, I'll say it's... This game, out of all the different ways I've played Battletech, this seems to be the worst for having ammo cook-off problems. Unless you don't want to.
I'd rather go in the evening, but... I'll go in the morning, that's fine.
Dolly with some baggage. Oh, it's a medieval Tully. What was loud? Oops. Alright, well, he got booted out. He's having more connection issues due to the weather and his satellite internet. So, since we're nearing my 2-hour mark anyway, I guess I'll call it. And there may or may not be more. I mean, I had fun. I know he had fun. We'll see what happens.